With all the people moving to the Valley of the Sun, we know that traffic is a concern for most of our viewers. It's a common question that we have been getting. So today's video, we are going to talk about just that. We're also going to go over where some of those hot spots are, what's being done to help alleviate that, and what you can expect in the future. So stay tuned for today's video, guys. You won't want to miss this if traffic is a concern for you. Hi, I'm Kelly Norton, your AZ Realty lady at eXp Realty. Count on me for all things Arizona real estate. Welcome back, guys. If this is your first time to the channel, we want to welcome you to the Arizona Living Group channel. My name is Kelly Norton. I'm a Valley native and a real estate agent of, 24 years already. We are both Valley natives, actually, right?
Yes, I'm a Valley native as well. And my name is Tammy Nixon, and I am one of the lead relocation specialists here at the Arizona Living Group.
Guys, we help people that look to relocate to or within the Phoenix and surrounding areas. And you may even live here and just be moving from one city to the other. You might be retiring here. You might get a job relocation. Whatever it is, we're happy to help. Now, today's topic is traffic. Now, a lot of you are like, there's no way that Arizona has traffic compared to what we're used to. People coming from New York or people that are coming from California. So we want to answer some of these questions that we're getting because a lot of people do have concern, especially in the Surprise area, because they are hearing about some traffic jams. So let's talk about some of these trouble areas. And if you have a map, and we'll put a map on screen for you too, but if you have one open, feel free to pull a map out, because what we want to go over with you is some of the freeways and highways that are in different areas and what time of day you're going to have the congestion, and what exits maybe on certain freeways you're going to have congestion.
What time of year?
Yeah, and what time of year, exactly, Tammy. So let's start with that. We have seasonal climate here. A lot of people will come out here for their second home, visiting their second home. They will retire here, but they're not here all the time. They're called snowbirds. So the snowbirds usually arrive between October and then leave April.
Yeah, May. Sometimes they'll stay till May.
Right. Yes. It just starts to get warm, so they start to flock away. So the thing with that is the freeways do tend to get a lot busier.
Yes.
Now, if you're in the Sun City area or you're in Surprise, Bell Road can be a bear. That's putting it nicely. Yes. Anywhere from, I would say, the 101 and then going west. One of these reasons also in the spring is because there's a lot of stadiums. So you have the Surprise Stadium there. There's stadium up in that North Glendale, North Peoria area. And you have a lot of these spring training locations throughout Arizona. And I had another video on spring training and where these are, so feel free to check that out as well. But
that just brings a lot of people into the valley.
It does.
All at once within, a certain time frame.
Right.
It usually starts the end of February.
Yeah, and even a little bit before that too, because you've got Barrett-Jackson that's here, then you have the golf tournament, then you have all the spring training. So it's really like right into the beginning of every year, it gets pretty congested. If you're in that North Scottsdale area or even in the Scottsdale area along the 101 over off of like Via de Ventura, Via Linda, all those areas get really congested as well because there's another stadium there. That's actually the Diamondbacks. That's where their spring training is. So it gets pretty busy. There's a couple casinos right there. And then if you move yourself over to the West Valley, on the 303 and the 101, you do get some congestion as well. So let's talk about Surprise. So Tammy, I know you got this question last week. I got this question last week, and I think even some of our viewers have been asking questions about the Surprise area that feeds Escalante, Asante, the area that feeds Whitman, Arizona, and all of these little communities that are along Grand Avenue, 163rd Avenue, anywhere off that Grand exit, sometimes even the Bell exit, gets a little congested. Now, what's going to be done about this? They are working on expanding the road doing better with the turn lanes. I think they already added one extra turn lane. There was
On
three.
Happy Valley and 163rd right there.
Well, even getting off of Grand Avenue, there
Yes.
was 3 turn lanes now. And I actually think that that kind of confuses people.
We talked about that.
Yes.
We talked about
Because
how
we went ahead and
more
drove it. Yeah.
Yes.
We went ahead and drove it, and there's 3 turn lanes coming out. We're like, people don't know how to do 3 turn lanes.
Yeah.
And so they're expanding the road there, and then as you head off of the freeway and you go to the west, that next light is 163rd. Now 163rd, if you were to go north, that's where you're going to find Asante, which houses Asante proper. It houses Artisan at Asante and also Heritage at Asante.
So, and right there too, they put in a new Fry's, which is right there, and they also have added a church right there just across the street from there, and they're also supposed to be adding some medical, which is definitely going to add to some congestion in that area.
Right, and a little more shopping too. So they are trying to alleviate this, and then as you head further towards the north and you get closer to Happy Valley, that used to be a stop sign, and that used to just be chaos trying to
Yes.
get off of Happy Valley from that Peoria area and turn onto 163rd. Now there's a traffic light there. That has helped out tremendously. Now, this neighborhood that is much further north out there, the larger one is Desert Oasis. And now that one only has this one way in right now. So when you go in, you're going in off 163rd. You can either access from Happy Valley or from that Grand Avenue exit.
And that's it.
That's it. Yeah. And people do like being kind of remote out there, but there is some traffic there.
Yeah.
So is it going to be like this forever? Probably not. They definitely help with getting that going, but they had to wait until the people were there. That, you know, I always joke, I know she's heard me say, I'm like, wow, you know, there's a lot of job security in that, in the roadways and the freeways, because it seems like they do. They wait for the problem to happen and then they do the expansion. They won't be able to get funding or something. I'm sure there's some politics that have to do with it, but it always seems like they're working from behind on that. By the time they finish the project, now they need to redo it again because they need more.
They're always one step behind.
Yes, 1 step or 2 steps behind. Yes. Yeah. So that area right there, surprise, it's definitely a little bit congested.
And worse at certain times of day and certain times of year, absolutely, for sure.
Right. Yeah, I would say anytime after 3 p.m.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bear. And then
They get
sometimes
off
in the
work.
morning, sometimes in the morning when school starts, 8, 9 o'clock, and work time, 7:30 to 9:30, it can be a little bit congested there too.
Yeah.
Hey, the video's not over.
And if you like the content of this video, make sure you subscribe and click the little bell so you're updated every time we upload new videos.
Video's not over. Stay tuned. Let's talk about congestion over off of like Bell Road by Arrowhead Mall. So this is called the P83 area. Now, if we're moving a little further east and we're jumping over to the Loop 101, there's also some traffic that you're going to experience from the 101 all the way down Bell Road, all the way to like 59th Avenue.
Well, Bell Road is just kind of lined with, you have the mall there, you have Costco, you have all of the furniture stores, you know, all the restaurants. I mean, it's just lined full of everything that
Anything that
goes
you
to.
could need. Yes.
Is right there.
Yeah, and they even have like a big living spaces there. Then they have like the more furniture. They have a Walmart there. They have, gosh, I think hundreds of
Target
restaurants.
there.
Yeah, ton of restaurants. The stadium is just right there
Yeah, just south
to
of Bell.
the south. Yep, and then there's office complexes that are all right there too. Let's just throw it all in.
Yes.
But yeah, no, you have your PF Chang's there. You have Bubba's. There's like 7 different Mexican restaurants, and you have the whole new area that opened up that has North Italia, Postino's, and Blanco Tacos. Yes, yeah. So all of those are right in that area, right next to the stadium too. So I remember I was going to dinner at Blanco Tacos and had to walk quite a ways.
Yeah.
And it's a huge parking lot, but because the stadium is right there, plenty of parking, but it's huge parking area. So you do walk a little bit to get there. So,
But it is kind of nice to hang out there because they have the grass and the sitting area. So, if you have to wait for a table or something, a nice place to sit and wait.
It is. It's actually very, very pretty. Tammy's
Yeah.
right. Very pretty. Great patios out there.
Yes.
And what's nice too is you have tons of options. If you don't like the wait at one restaurant, well, you have like 120 other ones to choose from in the area. So it's okay. Yeah, right there. And then remember, the Arrowhead Mall is an indoor mall that's right in this area. So some of the other malls that are in the valley, like you have Scottsdale Corridor, you have Kierland Commons, you have Desert Ridge. Those are more outdoor type malls, where this is indoor. So you do a traditional type mall, and it is kind of one of the like OG long-lasting ones that, some of the other ones they've closed, but this one seems to still be in demand. So that's kind of nice to have that in the area too. A lot of people will go and they'll walk inside the mall during the summer.
My mom does that.
Yeah,
That's her exercise.
So they'll walk inside the mall during the summer because they have this nice, cool air-conditioned place, and there's little places that you can stop and get a pretzel or snack or lemonade, and you're in the air conditioning. So it's almost like your own little indoor track.
Yeah,
So it's kind of nice.
because there's a bottom level and a top level.
Yeah, very nice. So there's other areas in the valley that definitely have some congestion. One of the things I chat about a lot is East Valley versus West Valley.
Yes.
I feel it's so much easier to travel around the West Valley. The East Valley to me just seems a lot more condensed.
Yeah.
It's just traffic everywhere. At least in the West Valley, you have multiple options for the highways. You can jump over from the 101 to the 303. You have the 10, you have the 101, you have the Carefree Highway. There's areas that you can get around. You also have the I-17 that will take you north and south. That'll be your route to get out of town. But if you are trying to get out of town on a Friday afternoon to head north, especially in the summer, you're going to hit some traffic. So you might want to leave early in the morning, like before 9 a.m. That's usually when you're not going to have as much traffic heading north. And then if you're coming back to the south on a Sunday afternoon in the summer, you're also, wait and go Monday. Otherwise, wake up super early. Yes. Other areas that you're going to find some traffic, of course, along the 101 through that Scottsdale area, anywhere in the downtown area. Major traffic times are starting to be as early as like 3:30, depending on where you are in the valley. And then they kind of hang around all the way till 6:30, sometimes 7. Yeah. And another area that is a hot spot for traffic is that I-10. It can be a bear over in that Buckeye area. The nice thing about the Verrado area, we have a lot of clients that purchase out there in Buckeye Litchfield Park, over on that north side of the I-10, is that you can take Indian School over to the 303. You do not have to take the I-10. And that's really nice because that does give you that other option. Yeah, it's great. Guys, we hope that you enjoyed the video today, and we're of course happy to have a conversation with you. Hopefully this bee doesn't sting me that's like trying to fly around. They always find me, Tammy. But anyway, you guys, feel free to reach out, call or text. You can go on our website, ArizonaLivingGroup.com, and make sure again that you subscribe to the channel and click the little bell. We are happy to help you guys, and we hope to meet you soon. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.